I work with my mother to sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work. What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder. Boys, girls.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor and such power?
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no! No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing!
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you. It's a fine day with you around. You're a strapping young man. Don't be a stranger. You're not from around here. That makes two of us. I came here from the Imperial Province to work with my brother Lucan.
Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves. The Riverwood Trader is back to the way it used to be. I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the College of Winterhold. All right, then. You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools.
It got bad back in Cyrodiil. The war with the Thalmor ruined...
Care to have
Wait,
a drink with
so
me,
a
sweet
costume?
Sigrid?
You're not serious.
Drunk again, Emily?
Sure I am.
Don't
We got
let
some
Albert
firs
hear
and
you
tree
talking to me
branches,
that way.
paint them white,
He'll stick
and then
your
tie
head
them
in
into
his
stone.
forge.
Instant frostbite
So
spider.
that's a no, I take it?
Rodnar, nobody's gonna believe that your dog is a frostbite spider. And if they do, they'll kill him. That's not much of a prank.
Oh yeah? And what would you rather do?
How about we play tag? You're it.
Hey, no fair! Get her, Stump!
I'm right behind you. You lead, I'll follow.
This should be good.
Kill him! Somebody help!
Need something? Need something?
Need something? What do you want, little elf?
Need something? Need something? Need something? Need something? Need something? Yes?
Speak, elf.
Yes? Did you see my husband already? I'm sorry. He can come off a bit rough at times. Poor Rogie. If you're feeling charitable, buy the Nordham mead. He's good for it. He's been in Kynesgrove forever. Great storyteller. Keeps everyone's spirits up. Owes me a lot of coin for drinks. I keep telling him not to worry about it, but he's got the stubborn Nord blood. Damn fool doesn't have the coin to pay me back, so he just beats himself up over it, and then he gets thirsty and it cycles all over again. If you could convince him that I don't care about his tab, it'd certainly make me feel better. Been talk of a little boy in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino. Get this, he's been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Foolish lad. Take a look. See ya. I hope you'll stay for a bit. We could certainly use the business.
An outsider? No reason to stop in Kynesgrove. Keep moving. Nosy one, huh? I was a mage back in Morrowind. I lend my talents to the mines here, helping them keep the tunnels safe. By Azura, it gets hot in there. I use frost salts for a potion to keep the heat bearable, but I'm out. If you want to go to the trouble, feel free. I suppose I could offer you a bit of free alteration training when you get back. I can certainly share a bit of what I know. Until next time. What the? Mine's always on the verge of collapse. Good thing I'm around. Keep it up.
I've never seen you before. Leave me alone. My pa runs this town, and you're going to be in big trouble if you mess with me. You don't look so tough. I'll bet I could take... Huh? Why are you still here?
Oh, great. Another wanderer. Slumming it on your way to Windhelm? Wouldn't even be here if it weren't for my idiot sister.
Seen the remnants of the grove? Came here to start a lumber mill. Who knew? We got the mill up and running before we found out that the big stand of trees on the hill was sacred. Now we can't cut them, and we can't afford to buy another mill somewhere else. So we scrounge whatever we can from around the tundra. Mm-hmm.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast?
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. Watch the skies, traveler. Deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Until next time.
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. So to stop.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute
Oh,
our
pardon
city
me.
with your stink.
Was I in your way?
You refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Oh. Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. Mm-hmm.
I hope someday we'll get to know each other better. I see why the Nords like Skyrim. This crisp air is wonderful for the lungs. My pa used to say, there ain't no use worrying about the things you can't change. If it's my fate to be ended by a dragon, so be it. Meantime, I'll live my life the way I want to. It's for sale if you've got the coin. That's your best offer? I suppose so. She's the one with the saddle. Sometimes the difference between life and death is a swift steed.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor. Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundheim. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durocht lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns.
We drink to our youth, to the days
Have you
come
seen
and
that
gone,
shrine of
the
Azura?
age of oppression
They say the Dark
is now
Elves
nearly
built it
done.
after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to
We'll
see.
drive out the empire from this land that we own. With our blood and our
Take a
steel,
look.
we will take back our home.
Enjoy your stay, and don't break nothing.
All hail
How can
to
Elda
our
hate the
great-
Dark Elves
you
when she
are
knows so
the
little
High
about
King.
them?
In your great honor we drink and we sing. We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of
Name's
us
News. I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall.
But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
Our dreams. All
I own
hail to
Hollyfrost Farm
Ulfric.
outside the
You
city.
are the High King.
It's honest work,
In
if a
your
bit
great
dull.
honor we drink and we sing.
What do you need? Sure. What can I do for you? Yes.
The cruel seas have been sailors for generations.
Our hero,
In truth, I regret not following in the
heart.
footsteps of my ancestors.
I tell you, the Dragonborn comes.
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them Greyskins know what I think of them. If I make enough money from the farm, I'm...
Oh, it's good to spend some time on solid land.
We ought to dig a big hole, throw all them dark elves and Argonians in it, and tear each other to pieces. Good morning.
Darkness has passed, and the legend
A life on the river makes for weak legs, so I do a lot of walking when we dock.
know the Dragonborns come.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
Maybe you've seen masts sticking out of the water to the northeast. That would be the wreck of the Winter War. Fine vessel back in its day. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls.
I own Hollyfrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull.
Hi, mister. Would you like to buy some flowers? Please? Not much, but I hope you like them. again.
The Imperials think we need their laws.
The Nords don't appreciate us. So what? Look, we don't have much love. The docks can be a dangerous place. Don't expect me to save you if you fall in.
Captain Gallen does the business around here. I'm just a ship.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore. Sure. Yeah, that's me. Why? Who sent you? Now, hold on. That wasn't my fault. I didn't know they were going to attack anybody. I don't even know how I got here. It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. And that's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there. Look, I'm sorry about your troubles, but I've got to look out for myself. I'm not going to risk it. That's a tempting offer. When you actually have the gold, I might be willing to consider it. Hold on now. I'm just a simple sailor. I never wanted to get mixed up in any of this. All right, I'll take you. But we leave immediately.
Yeah?
I don't recognize you.
You're back, friend.
So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. You've picked one of the worst places in Morrowind to do that, but
this is Raven
suit
Rock.
yourself. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions? I have to be. As second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern. This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here, and we've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down. Councillor Morvain is House Redoran's representative on Solstheim. As second counselor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced. Raven Rock started out as an imperial settlement, but the Empire decided to abandon it just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles, but when House Redoran took over, we turned it around and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home. Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there. Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. Attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmen needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland. I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it. I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what. Yolland. I was starting to wonder...
You're looking for passage. Talk to Captain Gallagher.
We were delayed by bad weather. Before you even asked, yes, I have the supplies you requested. But what? This load cost me double what we'd agreed on. Nothing I can do about it.
Damn it, Jolland, you know we don't have that much coin.
Look, the East Empire Company didn't give me a choice. They've raised their prices again, and there's nothing I can do about it.
After all these years, they're gouging us for every last drake we have. Let me talk to Laeral. I'll see what we can do.
All right, Admiral. Don't worry about Russia. Just pay me when you can.
You lost? Prospecting for ebony. You're wasting your time.
On behalf of House Redoran and as Counselor of Raven Rock, I bid you welcome. Do I? What a strange thing. It sounds so familiar, and yet I cannot place the name. I'm not even sure. I can picture a temple here on Solstheim. Must have been a bad dream. You've never heard of House Redorin? We're the mightiest of the great houses, and we lead the council, the ruling body of Morrowind. This isn't Skyrim, Outlander. A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for millennia. They embody a council made up of 5 great houses: Telvanni, Dres, Indoril, Sadras, and Redorin. Well, of course, with 4 other houses on the council, someone has to keep the rabble organized. Our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in battle, wisdom, and ancestral glory. Yes, I imagine it would to someone not of our people. If you're interested in pursuing the subject, help yourself to any of the historical volumes in my library. Solstheim is theoretically under my rule, but without revenue from the mine, I lack the resources to actually govern anything but Raven Rock itself. Not that there's much beyond the confines of our town anyway. Well, there's a small enclave of Nords to the north in Skarl Village. They pretty much keep to themselves, and we both like it that way. Then there's Tel Mithrin to the east. The Telvanni live out there. Sort of a strange lot. But since we're both from Morrowind, we get along. Other than that, Solstheim is crawling with bandits and reeklings. But that's to be expected living in a frontier like this. It used to be one of the richest ebony mines in Morrowind, but it dried out years ago. Now, we're barely holding out here. Without the mine, Raven Rock doesn't feel like it can last much longer. My doors are open if you wish to discuss matters involving Raven Rock.
The wife to the second counselor. Raven Rock, it would be my pleasure to help you any way that I can. You look able to venture outside of town. Perhaps you could help me recover something precious. A few months ago, I had sent an important folio to the first edition bookshop in the Imperial City to be rebound. They sent it back to me recently, but it never arrived. Yes, the Strident Squall, or something like that. The damn thing sunk right off the coast of Solstheim. Can you imagine? One of the sailors survived. Poor thing crawled all the way to Raven Rock on his hands and knees. Before he died, he told the Redorin Guard about the wreck and warned us that it was going to be crawling with reavers. Thank you. You have no idea how much it hurts losing such a precious heirloom. My husband is second counselor, so I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my folio.
Did you look over next month's expenses? Will we have enough?
No, Counselor. I'm afraid we're going to fall
It's been a
short
long time since I walked the ashlands
Very well.
of Vardenfell.
Cover the
I miss
difference
it
from my
terribly.
personal treasury.
Your coffers are running low, Counselor. At
You
this
aren't
rate,
here
your
with bad
treasury
news regarding my husband, are you? Why does that sound so
doesn't matter.
familiar? There's no one
I'm
here by that
responsible for
name,
those people,
and yet
and I'll
I
make
swear
whatever
I've heard
sacrifices
it.
are necessary to keep them alive.
I don't know. It almost feels like a dream. Something about a temple on the island. My husband is second counselor, so I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my folio. May I have a word with you, counselor?
Of course, Sindiri. What troubles you?
I was concerned about our food stores. Jalan can only carry so much on each journey, and I'm afraid we might run out.
I'll speak with Garen and see if we can't increase the crop production this season. Sorry, Sindiri. I fear... we'll be feasting on ash yams a bit more often this year.
Any news from Vardenfell, Councillor?
I'm hearing that the Council will be staying in Blacklight permanently.
Well, of course. Now that they're under House Redoran's protection, why would they want to go back to Mournhold?
My thoughts exactly, my friend.
If you're looking for work, the mine's been closed for a long time.
May I have a word with
If it
you,
wasn't for the bulwark, obey our laws or suffer the consequences.
I was concerned about our food stores. Jallan can only carry so much on each journey, and I'm afraid we might run out.
I'll speak
You
with...
think...
Hunting them again. You almost got killed last time.
Don't worry, my love. I'll find a way.
Welcome to Raven. My wife and I are doing the best we can to keep Raven Rock fed. I think so, but I can't remember how I know him. Or maybe I'm wrong. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think so. But the only thing that comes to mind is a shrine near the Earthstone. Well, take a look at what I have, and maybe we can make a deal. The Dunmer have been growing food in the Ashlands for thousands of years. It was born out of the necessity to survive in the harsh climate of our homeland. And now, with the constant eruptions of the Red Mountain, it's more important than ever. No, only the Telvanni have the ability to weave living growth from the ash. This simply takes the right ingredients, the right tools, and a lot of patience. Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
Looking for any potions? Ingredients? Alchemical supplies? I don't think so, though it sounds like a name I've heard before. I hear that name, and I see a temple here on Solstheim. What could that mean? I think I can teach you a thing or two. After we left Morrowind, we found ourselves in Skyrim. We wandered around a bit and ended up in Morthal, where we took up temporary residence with Lami, the town's alchemist. I was fascinated by her work, and over a period of a few years, she taught me quite a bit. It wasn't long before we became homesick. We were the only Dunmer in Morthal. When word reached us that a settlement of Dunmer was forming on Solstheim, we were thrilled. It's been difficult, but I'm not regretting it one bit. In fact, I'm glad we've been able to stay and help. As you can imagine, the eruption of the Red Mountain took an awful toll on Solstheim. Hunting for game has been scarce, and the waters are apparently too tainted for fishing. According to Councillor Morvain, my husband's been Raven Rock's most important food source for decades. Yes, I'm proud to say that I grow or harvest most of it myself. I only wish I had a better source for netch jelly. Those creatures are difficult to track down since it's so dangerous beyond the bulwark. That would be splendid. I'd be more than happy to give you something for the effort. Careful with those netches. They may look tame, but they can seriously hurt you when threatened.
I said to leave me be.
Cretius, last time you explored the mine, you almost fell to your death. I'm not spending the rest of my days as a widow.
And I'm telling you that I'll do whatever it takes to find my great-grandfather's remains. He's down here. I can feel it.
That was almost 2 centuries ago. There may be nothing left to find.
Just let me go, woman.
Cretius, you're an obstinate old fool, and you're going to get yourself killed. My apologies for Cretius's ravings. I think so, but from where? I can't recall. It's difficult. Something about it doesn't feel right. A temple here on the island. That's all I can recall. That foolish old man thinks he's 30 years younger than he is. He's going to get himself killed traipsing around the mine. He's convinced himself that there's some sort of conspiracy involving the East Empire Company and the mine's closure. We came across some old letters that belonged to his great-grandfather in our house, and he believes every word written in them. Cretius's great-grandfather worked for the East Empire Company. The letters mention some sort of discovery he was sent to investigate. There's really nothing remarkable in the letters. I don't know what he's so excited about. Gratian Corellius. He was an explorer for the East Empire Company. They'd send him all over Tamriel when they had difficulties in a mining operation. Poor man. Can you imagine doing all that dangerous work just to end up dying at your own doorstep? There was a horrible accident, and he was killed when one of the tunnels collapsed. They were never even able to go down there and recover the body. The East Empire Company sealed that section off to prevent any more tragedies. Cretius is convinced it's a story cooked up by the company to cover up something else, but I don't know. My beloved is almost 80 years old, and I think the shock of finding one of his ancestors' things has left his mind a bit confused. I love him dearly, and I support everything he does, but I can't let him chase this silly idea, or he may end up joining Gratian in a rocky grave. Be careful out there.
Who in the blazes are you? Why should I tell you? I don't even know who you are. Maybe. Been difficult trusting people lately. They think I'm crazy. But mark my words, these mines hold a secret that could put Raven Rock back on the map. A secret the East Empire Company swept under the rug 2 centuries ago. It killed my great-grandfather and left Raven Rock with a worthless and tainted mine. Gratian Corellius. He spent his entire life exploring ancient ruins across Tamriel, and he died in these very mines almost 200 years ago. The East Empire Company called it a terrible accident, claiming that he was lost in a rockfall, but I know better. My wife and I were cleaning out our home, and we came across some of my great-grandfather's things locked in an old chest. I found an unsent letter he'd written to the East Empire Company, and a key. It describes a discovery that was made in the mine by some of the diggers. They wanted Gratian to take a closer look. The East Empire Company must have felt it was of great value, as they locked that section of the mine off from everyone else. It is. Well, I assume it is. I haven't been able to find the entrance. Finally, someone who believes me. I'm telling you, there's something big down there. Something that the East Empire Company wanted to hide from everyone. Look, my wife nags that I'm too old to go traipsing around these mines chasing my story. Time's my enemy. It's caught up with me before I could find the answers that I'm looking for. I do. I want to know what happened to Gratian, and what the East Empire Company is keeping from all of us. Gratian kept a journal of notes about his discoveries. If you can find his remains, I'm hoping it will help. Here's everything I have. The letter, the key. Please, do this for me, so I can finally regain the respect that I've lost. I recognize the name, but I don't... It's so strange. I feel like it's... She thinks that old age has addled me. I realize she cares about me, but she... Then I'll settle down peacefully. I've been waiting for this moment for... I just hope both of you don't mistake my enthusiasm for insanity. Be careful down there. The mine can be treacherous. Please, someone do something!
leave this place. You must fight against what is controlling you. You must listen to me.
In his temple.
Isra, I'm here to help you. You must leave this place. You there. What brings you to this place? Why are you here? I am Freya of the Scar. I am here to either save my people or avenge them. I am unsure. Something has taken control of most of the people of Solstheim. It makes them forget themselves and work on these horrible creations that corrupt the stones, the very land itself. My father, Storm, our shaman, says Mirak has returned to Solstheim, but that is impossible. Then you and I both have reason to see what lies beneath us. Let us go. There is nothing more I can do here. The tree stone and my friends are beyond my help for now. We need to find a way into the temple below. His story is as old as Solstheim itself. He served the dragons before their fall from power, as most did. A priest in their order. But unlike most, he turned against them. He made his own path. What was it? Gone now, I suppose. The evil in this place must be rooted out. There are few of us left unaffected by this curse. My father, Storm, the shaman, protects them in the village. I fashioned an amulet to guard me against whatever has taken hold of the skull, but it is the only one of its kind. If I cannot find a way to save them, there is no hope for our people. We must find out what is at work here. Are you ready to help me now? We should not delay. We should check these rooms for supplies before heading further into the temple. Take your time. I shall follow you when you are ready.
There's something wrong here.
I must not fail my people.